to my YouTube channel. So I know I've been away. It's been 3 months. I know. I'm delusional, so I believe my enemies, and that's why you're back here to see me, yeah? So I've been away because a lot has been going on. We lost our dad. I lost my granny. Actually, after I had appealed to you guys to help us raise funds, and you did. I wish I could hug all of you. I wish I could like hold the dinner and tell everyone thank you, but this is my thank you to you on YouTube, okay? So again, I am joined by my favorite guest, everyone's favorite guest, because kila mtu kwa like, bring back the, you know what guys tell me,
Yeah.
like, wanakuja wanambia, bring back the beautiful smart friend.
Hey, look at you. I'm flattered.
So guys, today we're going to talk about black tax, and I'll give Judy the honors of defining for us what is black tax according to Google.
Hi guys. So, according to Google, black tax is a term that originated in South Africa for money that black workers, especially professionals and others with higher income, give their parents, siblings, or other family members, often out of obligation or a deeply ingrained sense of family responsibility.
So, in simple terms, black tax is like it's like what do we call it? You see that guilt you have after like you've been raised by your parents, you feel like you need to give back. So a way of us Africans, it's mostly Africans. I don't know about other communities, so I'll speak about us. It's mostly practiced. Maybe na feel like especially sasa huko Kenya, it's almost like it's expected.
It's not,
Especially
yeah.
from poor families. What do you think?
It's not only Kenya, but you see, like it originated from South Africa. Like when you read further, it says that it stems from the economic disparities that happen, like unequal distribution of resources. So if you're in a better position to help your family, it came from actually when they were saying it came from the sense of Ubuntu, like community, like as Africans we were raised to help each other. So it became part of our culture because so many people, like you'd find like out of 10 people, you're the only one who has a job. So to evenly distribute resources, black tax came as a thing initially.
But don't you feel like black tax is common mostly for people who come from poor backgrounds?
Yeah, it is because it is basically the fact that other people don't have the same resources as you.
So we level the playing
Yeah.
field. Okay, so I'll talk about myself. I am a beneficiary of black tax, and because it was done for me, I am somewhat open to do it for others. So different people have different sentiments za black tax, and the only problem I would have with it is also the give of the black tax is if the people receiving it are acting like they're entitled to it, you get.
Oh yeah.
You know how there are families, kuna families zenye wakikusomesha you become a doctor ama surgeon huko, wanaanza kila mtu anakuwa kwa hiyo familia ameangalia mshahara yako. The people who think like this.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
My problem is, let the person deciding to give the black tax be the one to decide to give the black tax.
Yeah, I think so. Because the time it's the fact that people are entitled. Like it's ingrained. Alafu the problem is when you grow up without, like, sometimes when people make sacrifices, and this is the thing I always say, like, don't give people from a place of sacrifice. If you feel like you're sacrificing, there's a sense of entitlement you have to the outcome of what you're doing. Like if I'm giving you Stella, like, but I feel like I have, but it will come back, like it will come back to me. That's why there's a whole lot of, it's a very tricky issue because these people who you're supposed to pay back, like they feel like they are owed, like they feel like they are owed.
Tulimsomesha ndio watusaidie huko mbele.
Yes.
Kwani unanisomesha ndio nikusaidie? Kwani usinisomeshe?
But I think, and it's the thing, them, they had to live for their parents, like they had to live for their parents. Now they are waiting for their turn. They are waiting for their turn. So like, I don't know. I don't know what can be done about the situation, because
what if I feel like black tax can be solved if we are like Africans as a general, like from the root, kama us before we have children and families, like we are told to funzwe financial literacy, like ukwe at a level where unaweza, like you have something like like you've thought about the future, say there's something at the back of your mind and you wanna look up to. Mi sinanga stress hata nisipo graduate, I have a rich to niko na mtu. There's always like a backup plan when you have someone who black tax is expected from.
You see, like in our culture, sense of community iko valued huku sana. Hadi I was watching a video about there's this white kid, like she's mixed, she's Kikuyu white. She was talking about how in white weddings, like if you come late, like you have to come on time, and also like food. If I said like I'm serving 60 guests, you bring your aunts and uncles, shauri yako and okuli. You get, like they have very strict boundaries that we were never taught. Like if anything, if you come to my wedding with your aunts and uncles and you don't get food here in Africa, watenda wakisema
nikutusi ana adabu.
Hata ananga nini mchoyo, you get. That's the same concept that inakuwa passed down to black tax. Like ni kama we have not been taught your strict boundaries when it comes to things like money and nini, like hata kwa community sahi. And says look at yourself. Sometimes when you sit down like a rich person uko like nambona hange, like people have so many opinions.
Now that you've said that, there's an important aspect there from the definition of black tax. It's not only confined to family.
Yes.
Black tax can be inaweza kuwa like it can be money seen, or it can exist with your colleagues, with your friends, with other people who are just not your family. So kama you're the one who has the biggest salary, when we go out for drinks,
people just expect you to.
They may not want to do that, but it's almost like si wendo.
Yeah.
So you're the sergeant of the group. Mbona ulipi shots?
And if you don't, like many people will go home with the
I can't even say I haven't done it because maybe I have.
Yeah.
But I just wish it's something like we would stop doing and let it just happen like naturally for people.
Yeah.
Do you imagine that?
It's very weird. And then it's overwhelming for that person. Like, I don't know. And that's it, being a perpetuate your cycle of lack. Because if I have the responsibility ya kila mtu, I am unable to build wealth. Exactly. And wealth is power. Wealth is what gets us more opportunities. So at the end of it all, we are struggling because you're born with a debt. Hata deni Kenyans as we have. Like, this Sauti Sol song, like, madeni wali acha bado tunalipa. Like, we are being passed down.
Hiyo ni njia poa kufikiria. But the black tax is like, nimezaliwa nayo.
Yeah. Instead of passing down wealth, we're passing down debts. And it has to stop somewhere, because I feel like me decided, like, basically let me talk about my situation. It's not like there's an obligation to, but Kenya may have decided, so long as I'm getting wealthy, I'll just build myself first. It may sound selfish. I'll build myself first and have something to stand on before I can give back. Because let's say I'm earning 1,000 bob. Let's say I did. That's a hypothetical. I'm earning 1,000 bob. At the end of it all, if I don't have anything to save, we will be living in a constant state of you get. So I'd rather save up this 1,000 bob to maybe 100k, make it work for me before I give back.
Okay.
But not right now. Like
how much is too much in regards to black tax? Like where do we set the boundary? Hey, mmezidi sasa. I know I'm the blessed one, like in the family or in the group, lakini sasa ngojeni sasa nijijenge. Okay, alafu
you just I don't know, like it depends.
And
on
how
the
do you
person.
say it without looking ungrateful to the people who like elevated you to that position, maybe of you acquiring those resources?
May I feel like they'll always people
you're
cutting back someone's income. You like by you saying no, you're basically hurting the other person. So there'll always be
pushback.
So you'll just have to have a like roho ngumu. Like you'll just have to be like, you know what, Mimi, this is the amount I can give at this point. You decide what to do with it. If you don't want it, fine. But this is what I can give. Don't manage my money for me. And not like, but
you know they're toxic. Kuna toxic parents wenye wanaweza calculate analipanga 105,000.
Yeah.
Nadi wako advice usiingie kwa hiyo 3 bedroom. Kaa kwa 1 bedroom ujolewa bado. Hii pesa ingine. Okay, there are people who it's a reality for them. Let me ask you, do you think black tax affects different people differently. It's like, is it different for a man than it is with a woman? And is it different for siblings different? Like a firstborn may have a
Oh
bigger
God,
burden of
yes.
black tax than the middle children or the last.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
feel like basically for men, even
Mhm.
in society, like a lot more is expected from men. So I can imagine that
Mhm.
black tax on men is like deeper, because a lot of the time,
Mhm.
I was watching some documentary about Japanese people. Do you know Japanese also have that thing? Because that
Black
how they have
tax.
a sense of community.
Lakini iko
Yeah.
expected from Africans and Asians. Caucasian people not so much. I
Yeah,
don't
so
expect.
like there was a documentary that was saying yearly 60,000 people disappear, and they do not disappear till they are being kidnapped. They just
Oh, now
they
cut everyone
vanish.
off. You have
They
to go and
cut
start
everyone
anew.
off. They start anew because the responsibilities are too overwhelming. Like you're working, and then they have very long working hours. Imagine you're working like more
Na
than
watu wako
more
tu.
than 12 hours a day, and people are waiting on you. They're like, this month umelipwa, you know. Alafu pia hapo kwa like, yeah, it's also true. Like I can compare like expectations for a firstborn kid are not the same expectations for a lastborn kid.
Whether it's a male or a female
Whether
child.
it's a male or a female child, I feel like people think that firstborn kids are superheroes. You're born when you're born, you're immediately a caregiver.
Okay.
It's not easy. Actually, it's not. I was watching like Lydia KM. You know Lydia KM? I was watching her and she was saying like it impacted the relationship with her sister at some point in time, because I'm expected to be your mom and I'm also a kid. You do something wrong, I'm supposed to mother you higher. I get a job, I'm supposed to make sure you are okay, and no one is making sure I'm okay.
Because there's no one mbele yako.
Yeah.
Okay,
me
siwezi relate because I'm a middle child. I'm always removed from everyone. But no, there are a lot of like posts and people like tweet about being the first child. Wanasema adulting ni crazy for them as a first child. Na pia childhood ni kama ilikuwa hard. I don't know. I feel like about men having a greater burden of black tax. I feel like that is true. There was a TikTok there's a wife, like she's married to the man. She was saying she was telling ladies, when you're going for a guy, if possible, don't tend to go for the one who is seen as the hero of the family, because they will always hate you juu wanaona nika unakula pesa yao. It is true. Like you've never been like in those situations. Tangu waoe msichana, you hear the aunties talking. You're like, hey, like kwani shida? Like see he has a family sasa, like he wasn't alafu it's so selfish. I feel like it's so selfish. Like he shouldn't have a life sasa because he owes you guys, ama he's more capable than you. And then you know that thing, weaponized incompetence. I feel sometimes it happens when it comes to black tax. Like sometimes I feel parents get tired. Let's just as human beings. Like, hey, so yeah, like nililea,
yeah, so
niliwalea.
So they come, like they start having the weaponized incompetence where they're like they can't do things that they used to do. Like I get it, there's some point that parents get and they can't, but the parents are in their 40s, their 50s. They still have strength, they can still hustle, they can still do things, but they feel like you are the easier way out. They feel like you're the easier way out and they'll take it because why not? See, they raised you. So anyway, black tax is such a taboo conversation for not for people our age, like sasa our parents, the people before us, ako tuka age kengine, they just don't get it. If you even like tell someone let's talk about how much is too much na wapea huko, it's seen as taboo, ama umeongeleshwa, ama you're changing, I don't know. So your concept on black tax may be shaped by the dynamics of your family and how you know them as people and where the need is coming from. Yeah, it's true. Ukiona ina stem from people who are using it as like an economic way out, you need to fall back and like set boundaries and choose yourself more, because they won't, people watu wa kuchukua, they'll take us, don't get tired. But and also like I'd like to recommend, like me from let me just use like from a Christian perspective and also from my beliefs, I believe it's okay to help your parents if you're in a position to help your parents, like as a form of gratitude, alafu kenye nimelearn a long time ni if you're giving, imagine, don't think about much of the outcome. Where if you can give 100 bob, where you give your 100 bob, whatever they'll do, you've done your responsibility, because it's not everyone who's a Christian, not everyone who subscribed to those values, but you've done your part. So ni sawa tu, like wewe kwa roho yako, if you know like this is as much as I can give and I have given, it's okay. Because also I feel like hata in organizational cultures kunakuanga na corporate social responsibility, like there's a level of community, like there's a level of we owe something to the community, that I do understand. But I'm the one who determines how much is enough, not the society. I can't give and give, as in it's a gaping hole, it will never end. It's like a black hole.
There's always something to give.
So like you decide, me, I'm like in my budget, maybe I'm allocating 10% to this and that. If that's not enough for them, then they'll have to figure it out. It's not my thing to figure it out.
As harsh as it sounds.
They'll have to figure it out.
So please engage with us in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys think about black tax, how it has impacted your life, how you have seen it impact the lives of people who have like given black tax to you as a child. Labda umelipia fee, labda they've paid for something too in your life. How have you again, because the cycle never ends, the way Judia said, how have you again given back to the people who gave you that black tax? Because it goes on and on and on and on. One thing I've forgotten to say, sasa kama mimi, I have a child. Tukifikiria topic ya black tax, I was asking myself, if one day I like sit back and expect it from Rumi. And I don't want to have to. That's the thing. I don't want to have to. Nataka labda yeye atake. I don't want to be in that place at a certain age ati yenye nina expect, I don't want to say handouts, ama na expect a certain kind of treatment just because I made the decision to bring her into the world. You get? So please comment down below, share this video with a friend, and like, share, and subscribe. We will see you on the next one. Kwaheri.
Ciao.